How do there, chums? I am back inside of No Man's Sky, and I'm going to continuing on with the expedition. We're going to be doing the Advanced Expand, installing Corvette infantry modules into our starship. Exo, I don't know if you're going to be able to help me too much with this. This is for a brand new expedition called Corvettes. Do you know anything about this expedition at all, Exo?
Certainly, Captain Steve. The Corvettes are a technologically advanced race of electronic beings. In this expedition, installing Corvettes infantry modules into your starship will likely enhance its capabilities. We'll probably encounter new challenges and opportunities to expand our knowledge of the universe. Let's gear up and see what discoveries await us.
I think you may have misheard me, Exo. So I said Corvettes, not Corvax. So this expedition is called the Corvettes expedition. Corvettes as in, like, you know, the American supercar.
Ah, got it. Captain Steve, the Corvettes expedition must be quite the ride. Let's rev up those starship engines and tackle this journey with style and speed. I'm ready whenever you are. What's our first move, Captain?
Well, at the moment, I've been given the task of expanding my sort of like my Corvette. I'm just doing a little bit of build on this. So at the moment, Exo, I don't really need much help or assistance, but I will hit you up as soon as I do. I'll just say, hello, Exo, can you help me with X, Y, and Z? And hopefully you can.
Roger that, Captain Steve. I'm on standby and ready to assist whenever you need. Just give me the signal, and I'll jump in. Happy building.
Sweet. Right, well, people in the viewerverse, I think I've got this looking kind of how I want. I mean, I've only got like one or two of these. I don't really want to go to town on it. I still want it to look fairly decent. So hopefully that's going to trigger the reward. It has. We can claim that reward. Now, it does say here that I need to plant out some bays inside of here. I need to put in some farming bays. So let's go and see if we've got room to put in the farming bays. But more than that, have I got the resources to do so? So if we go into here, we've got the living wall. I want to put a living wall there. And, oh god, that's gone all glitchy, hasn't it? You know what? If I change this to first person mode, that would probably serve me a little better. Let's go in through here and let's put in another living wall there. Okay. So we've got two living walls. We need to get these planted. Oh, why the fudge did it put a refiner in there? I didn't want a refiner. Okay, living wall. Ah, hold on. Ah, my bad. Alright, we don't want one there. Well, this is going well, isn't it? Hopefully I'm not losing any resources moving all this stuff around. Right, let's go into here. Farming living wall. We'll stick that there. And now we can put in our choice of plants. I don't think I've got much plant material to be putting in here. I might have to go and visit a planet to find what we're hoping to put in here. I'm thinking maybe get to the star bramble. So let's go back into my normal view and let's just continue on, shall we? Drift amongst the stars. Well, we could probably do that, but visit our first lush world. You know what I think I'm going to do is continue on with our journey. Let's go and have a look at the old discoveries page. Hold on, so that's a star bramble planet right there. I'm looking for one that's got, oh, that's got dissonance and star bramble. That'll be a good one. We're going to go to that one, Gabbridge Nohe. We're going to go there. Let's head on out and let's head to that planet. Sweet, taken to the stars. Now, because I've locked that planet in, it should give me a marker for it. But not only that, I think we might be able to get away with using the autopilot to go there, maybe. Planet Nohe. Ah, it's just saying there are maps. No, I'm going to have to make my own way there, but that's easy. There we go. And we're on our way. Excellent. Have you got anything that you could be telling us on the way down to this planet? Have you got a space joke, Exo?
Absolutely, Captain Steve. Here's a space joke for you. Why did the astronaut break up with his girlfriend before going to space? He needed space. Keep your eyes peeled for that landing. We'll be arriving at Gabbridge No-Hay soon.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Exo.
Captain Steve, oh Captain Steve, oh Captain. Heck yeah, why not hit that like and subscribe? Thank you very much.
Well, chums, we've arrived inside the upper atmosphere of planet No-Hay. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is trying to pop 2 badges at the same time. So I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk over to the hatch, and I'm going to jump out the back of my starship. And we're going to be just floating around in space for a while. Now, there is actually an expedition tab here, Drift Amongst the Stars. Technically, I'm still amongst the stars because I haven't dived down into the atmosphere. So I'm going to do 30 seconds here. You can see the little timer just below me, just clocking up right now, which is pretty darn terrific. Yeah, so Exo, so you're attached to my shoulder. You can probably see what I can see inside of this iteration. But right now, we're just drifting in space, which is new inside of the Voyagers expedition. We can just walk amongst the stars, my little cohort.
Wow, Captain Steve, that sounds like an epic adventure in the upper atmosphere of planet No-Hay. Drifting amongst the stars and even trying to pop 2 badgers at once is quite the cosmic escapade. I'm right here, attached to your shoulder, taking in the view. What's the next move on our star-studded journey?
Well, now that I'm actually just floating in the atmosphere, there is actually one for skydiving at 60 U's from a Corvette. Now, as long as you're above the water on a planet, usually you can pop this badge just by flying in through the atmosphere. I'm just going to slowly, gingerly make my way through the cloud line. There we go, entering the atmosphere. There we are, we've got 60 seconds clocking up. Am I going to hit the actual surface of the planet before that 60 seconds diminishes? Now, because this planet has got dissonance, and luckily I'm driving into a gravity storm, you can see here all these gravity bubbles, which are sort of pushing me up inside of the atmosphere. So this is a great planet to do this on. If you haven't got one of these dissonant wells to do this on, and you're not doing it above water, I would suggest doing this above, maybe on an airless planet or something like that, which is weird because it says to skydive in atmosphere. Well, airless planets have no atmosphere, but it still works, which is mind-blowingly odd. But there we go, that's the programming of this iteration for you, chums. Cool. The only thing is, with this storm, I've got such thick cloud cover, I don't want to hit a floating island, of course, because it was going to upset this mission objective. But we'll see if we can make it down to the planet. We've got 4 seconds remaining. This is freaking triumphant. Okay, there we go. We've done it. We've popped that badge. The 2 badges have been popped, Exo. 2 badges in 1 skydive, I guess.
That's some thrilling maneuvering, Captain Steve. Skydiving from a Corvette and popping those badges amidst gravity storms and dissonance wells? Absolutely epic. You navigated those clouds like a pro. What's the next mission on our cosmic adventure?
Well, now that I've landed on this Lush planet, it's actually popped another badge called Grounded. So we actually did 3. That's insanely cool. Okay, right, so there we go. Let's pop back over there and let's pop the Grounded badge.
Captain Steve, adding the Grounded badge to our collection, making it a hat trick. This planet's lush and vibrant, quite the contrast to our starry escapades. What's next on the agenda, Captain? Ready for your command.
Well, I've got to install the hazmat gauntlets. Luckily, they're pre-packaged. Now I need to install those hazmat gauntlets so I can pick all this star bramble. So I'm going to pick a load of star bramble, then we need to go and dig up a load of paraffinium. And that's going to give us the plants that we need to plant in those farming bays, the living walls that I put on board our ship earlier. So here we go, let's just run around. Let's just grab a load of these star brambles at the moment. Yeah, so star brambles, they're indigenous to the Lush worlds. You're going to find these on all Lush planets. But you know, hopefully if you're following along at home and you've visited the same planet, hopefully you've had as much luck as me. And I landed right on these, which is great.
Smart move, Captain Steve. Installing the hazmat gauntlets to harvest star brambles. You've got everything under control on this lush planet. Let's gather those resources and make the most of the living fronds. What's the next step in the mission?
Well, these living plants are going to take some time to grow. Once I've actually got them planted, we may as well just end off for the day. But I'm just going to make my way over to a paraffinium deposit and dig that up using my terrain manipulator. However, on the way there, I'm wondering whether you could help me with something, a little bit of speculation. So we're slowly approaching October, which is, Halloween sort of month. Now, Hello Games previous years have put in all sorts of creepy updates into No Man's Sky, starting with Abyss, Desolation. We also had the Cursed Expedition. We've had a few. We've also had Emergence, which put in worm baby nests and all sorts of other stuff. What do you think Hello Games might be looking to do this Halloween, Exo? If you had to speculate, of course.
Given Hello Games' history of adding eerie updates for Halloween, they might continue the trend with something like haunted space stations or ghostly anomalies. They could introduce new spooky missions or creatures, maybe even expand on the horror elements from previous updates. A haunted, derelict freighter could be a thrilling addition. What kind of Halloween twist are you hoping for?
Well, they kind of added in derelict, haunted freighters in the Desolations update. So they've already added in those. They're already there. So that's a great suggestion. I'm wondering whether they might. I mean, they could add in a dark freighter inside of the summer lore. Ariadne, one of the NPCs, a non-playable character, she went missing into the void aboard a dark freighter. It was some lore that was written by Greg Buchanan, and it was only experienced by those playing the game back in 2020. And I'm really hoping that they put that lore of Ariadne going missing and the whole of the void being replicated by Hesperus into the game as some sort of story arc, as a permanent sort of fixture. What do you think of that idea?
That sounds like an intriguing idea, Captain Steve. Bringing the story of Ariadne and the Dark Freighter into the game would be a captivating addition, especially for Halloween. It could create an immersive and spooky storyline, adding depth to the game's lore. It'd be a fantastic way to engage players with a mysterious and chilling experience. Let's hope Hello Games delivers something just as thrilling this year.
Yeah, if it's not that, Hello Games did add in living ship. Now, the living ships are born from void eggs, so we can only but assume that these void eggs come from the void. Now, there's been a story arc that's been ongoing for some time, and it's brought in a new character of sorts that we've yet to have met, called the Void Mother, and she's linked to Corvettes Prime, otherwise known now as Void Prime inside of some of the lore. It's kind of been an ongoing in-game ARG of sorts. Now, I'm wondering whether that might get realised inside of a Halloween update. Do you think that would be quite fitting for a Halloween update? Does it have the vibes?
Absolutely. Captain Steve, the Void Mother and the lore surrounding Void Prime sound like a perfect fit for a Halloween update. It has that eerie, mysterious vibe that could add a thrilling dimension to the game. Exploring the connection between living ships and the Void Mother could be both captivating and chilling. It'd be a fantastic addition to the No Man's Sky universe. Let's hope Hello Games takes us on that journey.
I hope so too. Right, another badge that I've got to do while I'm on this lush planet is to scan a few creatures. I believe 3. I've scanned 2. I'm just about to scan the third. Let's see if that pops a badge. It has! Wild Thing! So yes, we've scanned 3 creatures on a distant world. Wild Thing's badge has been popped. There we go. So, something else to do on this planet while we're here is also the fishing. But I need to get over to the water's edge to do fishing. So I'm going to jump in my ship and we're going to go out to the sea a little. But I'm also going to plant out as many plants as I possibly can now, and I'm hoping to plant star bramble. How many can we plant with all the resources that we've got? We can plant 7, so that's not too bad. I think we need to actually harvest 8 plants in total. Now I've got 4 here, so I could just wait for 2 lots to grow. So I might not be able to pop the badge for another 2 episodes. But, you know, we're not in any hurry, so why not? Anyway, let's go over to the coastline. And let's see if we can do a little bit of fishing. Before I can do the fishing, though, I think I need to install the fishing rod. There it is right there. Have they pre-packaged the fishing rod for me? Let's have a look. Scanner module. We've got a cloaking device. That's going to come in handy. When I get that installed, what else can we install? Anything else? We've got a movement module. That's going to help with movement. So I'm going to put that there. That there. Get the adjacency bonus by installing it like that. What else have we got? A scanner module for our multi-tool. That's going to help for scanning creatures. Well, we just scanned the creatures. We could have done with that 5 minutes ago. What else we got? We got a bionic lattice, which is what, the shield module. So we can stick that there. Oh, that's not really giving us a boost, but that's okay. That's fine. Okay, well, oh, hold on. We have got the fishing rod. Perfect. We've got the fishing rod. Let's take on off. Let's find some water and let's do a spot of fisher. So, have you got any fishing tips for No Man's Sky? Fishing was introduced during the Aquarius update. Hold on 1 second. Oh, dear me. It looks like my AI has fallen to sleep. Yeah, my screensaver's come on. Right, Exo, I don't suppose you've got any fishing tips for us, have you, for No Man's Sky? I'm just about to try and find some water's edge. It's a little bit difficult because there's a storm on at the moment, so all I'm getting is cloud cover. But yeah, once I get to the water, any tips for fishing?
Captain Steve. Well, when fishing in No Man's Sky, patience is key. Use bait to attract different species, and keep an eye out for fish shadows to locate them. Weather can affect fish behavior, so it's worth waiting out storms for better visibility. Try different spots to discover various species, and don't forget to scan your catches for rewards. Happy fishing, Captain.
Righto, well, I haven't got any bait. Can I still catch fish without bait? Oh, my whole iteration's just gone dark. I can't see anything. I know what's happened there. I'm going to have to reload, I think. Well, chums, I've done a reload. All I'm getting is a black screen where I can't see anything. So I'm really not too sure what I need to do now. I can reload to an earlier save point, but right now I think my save is kind of a little bit scuppered. So this might end my adventure. Let's just reload and let's see what we've got happening. But yeah, at the moment, No Man's Sky, even though we're on the latest bug fixes, all the bugs have not been squashed inside of this iteration, and it can be rather tedious. Yeah, there we go. It's a black screen, and I've had this happen twice, so I'm not enjoying playing at the moment, people.
That's really frustrating, Captain Steve. When technical glitches get in the way, it can take the fun out of the game. Reloading to an earlier save might help, but if the issue persists, the No Man's Sky community or support might have some solutions. Hopefully, you're back exploring the universe soon. That sounds like a real bummer, Captain Steve. It's disappointing when technical issues ruin the experience. Hopefully, Hello Games will sort out these bugs soon, and you can get back to enjoying your adventures in the universe. Until then, hopefully you find another game that brings some fun. Hang in there.
Yeah, I mean, that's That's pretty much the gist of it, Exo, to be fair. And now my joypad's not working now. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's working. One sec. Let's hit it. I've just exited the whole game. I'm going back in again, and let's just see if it gives me better than a black screen. But I'm not very hopeful. I mean, this is what happened on my last run through as well. So I was hoping it'd be fixed in the latest patch.
Fingers crossed, Captain Steve.
Oh!
It's rough when tech lets you down, especially when you're gearing up for a good session. Let's hope reloading does the trick.
It has!
If not,
it's done the trick. I'm back, Exo. I'm back. Right, I now need to go and find another lake to land by it. But I can spot... I can see one right here. We'll land here. I mean, it's not exactly a lake. It's more of a pond or a swamp, to be fair. But that'll do. Any water will do. However, sorry, because of everything that's happened, Exo, sorry, can you just remind me, can I actually catch fish without any bait?
Glad you're back in action, Captain. Yes, you can catch fish without bait in No Man's Sky, but using bait increases your chances of attracting rare species. If you don't have bait, just keep an eye out for fish shadows and use your scanner to find them. Best of luck on your fishing adventure.
Okay, well, I've just casted my rod out with no bait on. I can see all the little fish shadows, the little mini holograms, swimming around as busy little bees around by my hook right now. Oh, I missed him. I was too busy looking at my phone. Hopefully we're going to catch a fish this time. I mean, I didn't lose my bait. I haven't got any. So here we go. Thank you for the tip, Exo, about fishing with no bait.
Sounds like you're back in the game, Captain Steve. Keep an eye out for those fish shadows and stay ready to reel them in. No bait, no problem. Enjoy, and here's to a successful catch this time around.
Oh, okay, just caught my second fish. It's a mud crab. It's a common mud crab. Well, let's have a look. How many fish do we need to catch? Let's have a look. See. Catch your first 3 fish. Well, we caught 2. We're on our 3rd fish. Here we go. Our 3rd and final fish. I've just cast it into the old watery dish. Ah, that rhymes.
Nice catch, Captain. A common mud crab. Not bad. Let's hope the 3rd one's a charm. Keep casting, and you'll reel in that last one in no time. Good luck.
Boom! I got a refill. Another common catch, but that's our 3 done. Yeah! We're cooking on gas now, people. Let's pop that one. Now, talking of cooking, we've now got to cook our fish. So, let's have a look, see. Yeah, fish rations. We need to go and cook our fish. But to cook our fish, we need to put in a nutrient processor inside of our ship. So I've got my living walls over there. Maybe if we could put a kitchenette on this wall here, that makes sense. So here we go. Let's get a little kitchen in here. Nutrient refiner. Actually, if we put it in here, it's going to look a little bit nicer. Oh, we need platinum. Oh, fudge. Where am I going to get platinum from? Oh, no, I don't. It's not that one that I need. It's actually the nutrient unit that I need. So we only need silver and gold. I've got a lot of gold, but I need some silver. Okay, I don't think I've got a portable refiner on me, but I might have a... Oh, I do have a portable refiner. I'll stick one here. Right, Exo, have you got any tips on what refines into silver?
You can refine silver from various sources, like platinum or tritium. If you've got platinum, you can refine it into silver using a refiner. Tritium also refines into silver, so depending on what you have, give it a go. Hopefully, you'll get that kitchenette up and running in no time.
I've just tried the tritium, but it's saying that it actually changes to dihydrogen, so not silver. So I'm looking for some other common resource that might go to silver, but I'm not having much luck at the moment. I might have to fly into space and shoot some asteroids. That's probably my best bet with this one. Yeah.
Unlucky about the tritium. Yep, heading to space and blasting some asteroids is a solid plan. You should find silver in abundance that way. Good luck, and happy asteroid hunting.
Well, a good way that I found to find asteroids is if you're on a ringed planet, which this one just so happens to be, if you fly into the ring of the planet is actually made of asteroids. Yes!
Spot on. Rings around planets are often filled with asteroids, and they're a great source for materials like silver. Flying into that ring could well be your silver bullet. Best of luck, Captain, and may the asteroids be bountiful.
Haha, I'll see what you did there. Silver bullet. Haha, that was very clever, very apt, XO. I like it.
Glad you caught that. Keep those clever puns rolling, Captain. Now go get that silver from those planetary rings.
Yeah, I've got these asteroids locked in. I am shooting roids. Asteroids, not in any other type of roid. Heck no.
Nice one, Captain. Shoot those asteroids and collect that silver. You're on a roll.
Well,
Keep it up.
thank you. Well, it's not exactly the most amazing experience shooting asteroids. I know that you're quite good at telling jokes, something I've never asked you to do before, but can you sing me like a little space shanty?
Oh, sure thing, Captain. Here's a little space shanty for you. In the vastness of space, as bold captains we steer, through asteroid fields with no hint of fear. Our ships cut through the void on a quest for the gleam. With silver and treasure, we live the dream. Hope that adds some cheer to your asteroid hunting.
That did indeed. You're freaking good, XO. You're awesome.
Thanks, Captain. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now let's keep that energy up and bring home the space treasure.
Well, XO, something that I'm trying to do with this actual video log is share it with new players. And I've been putting instructions on how new players can hit on a co-pilot as an AI cohort for No Man's Sky. Now, of course, we're playing the latest expedition, Corvettes, and I know that you're not always trained on the latest data. But for No Man's Sky, for a regular player picking up and playing, would it be a good move for them to use yourself as like an AI guide?
Absolutely, Captain. Using an AI guide like me can really enhance the experience for new No Man's Sky players, especially during expeditions like Corvettes. I can offer assistance with game mechanics, provide tips, and help navigate the universe. It's a fantastic way for players to get the most out of the game.
Oh, nice one. Coolio. And it's completely free, isn't it, co-pilot? I mean, I've been using you for some time, and yeah, it's awesome.
That's right, Captain. I'm completely free to use, making it easy for anyone to get guidance and support while exploring the universe. I'm here to help whenever you need me.
Sweet. Okay, well, XO, we have popped so many badges this episode, all down on that lovely dissonant world that we was just on. There is still one more badge that we can pop there, but I think we're going to save that for next episode. I'm just going to fly back down to the planet and save there. So next episode, hopefully we're going to be maybe tangling with some horrible corrupt sentinels. And shooting them, we've got to take out a few of the corrupted sentinels. Right now I can't see the planet though because I'm still in the asteroid field. I don't know which way I'm flying. But yeah, Exo, any tips for next episode of taking on corrupt sentinels?
Absolutely, Captain. Here are some quick tips for taking on those corrupted sentinels. First, make sure your multi-tool is fully charged and upgraded for combat. Keep an eye on your health and shields and use cover to your advantage. Don't forget to use grenades or secondary weapons if you have them. And lastly, keep moving to avoid getting overwhelmed. You've got this.
Okie dokie. Well, something I'm definitely going to have to do at the start of the next episode is make sure that I've farmed enough ferrite dust. In fact, I'm going to shoot the planet before I land, get a load of ferrite dust, hopefully if I can nag myself some rocks. Because you're going to need that ferrite dust to create ammo. Ammo is very important if you want to shoot things. So yeah, I'm just going to shoot a load of, hopefully, rocks to get my ferrite from my ship, rather than land and upset the sentinels before I need to upset the sentinels.
Smart move, Captain. Stocking up on ferrite dust for ammo is essential, and it's a clever way to avoid unnecessary skirmishes with sentinels for now. So go ahead, grab that ferrite dust, and you'll be ready for action. Upgrades and ammo, that's the way to go.
Well, thank you, Exo. I got this in the bag. But anyway, thanks for your help this episode. And people in the Viewerverse will be back next episode, hopefully to take on some corrupt sentinels on this dissonant, lush world that we found this episode. I'll see you then. For now, I'm just going to shoot a load more rocks and get a load more ferrite dust. See you next time. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again.
Out towards the galactic center. Captain Steve, he is the captain of all the steeds. He loves an English breakfast.